dynamic world of UFC, fascinating stories are unfolding. Let me share these compelling developments with you, bringing the raw emotions and intensity of each situation to life. There's been a remarkable shift in how people view the upcoming du Plessis versus Chimaev fight. Anthony Smith, a respected voice in the MMA community, has had a complete change of heart, especially after witnessing du Plessis' masterful performance against Sean Strickland. In that rematch, du Plessis didn't just win, he dominated. He broke Strickland's nose and came tantalizingly close to finishing him, showcasing his unique fighting style that combines awkward movements with relentless cardio. What's particularly fascinating is how du Plessis has transformed into one of the UFC's most intriguing champions. His rise has been so impressive that even Matt Serra's coach, Ray Longo, drew an unexpected but compelling parallel, comparing du Plessis to Merab Dvalishvili. Longo couldn't help but notice how both fighters share that same extraordinary output and seemingly endless endurance. While the bookmakers will likely still favor Chimaev, given his popularity and recent impressive showings, there's been a significant shift in perception. The initial assumption that Chimaev would simply overwhelm du Plessis is fading away, setting the stage for what promises to be an incredibly competitive matchup.
I think that I'm an idiot because I've always doubted DDP and I just can't do it anymore. So my brain says, first of all, we got to get past Khamzat. That is an amazing task. And just earlier this week, you know, I've gone on record saying I think that fight looks much different now than I would have thought it was going to go a year ago. So
there's more in DDP's
I mean, a year
favor.
ago I'd have said, well, of course, Khamzat's going to go out there. He's going to grab a hold of him, take him down, throw him on the ground, and beat the shit out of him and submit him. That's what I would have said a year ago. I don't feel like that so much now. Dricus is getting better. He's looking better. As much criticism as he's gotten for his unorthodox and unconventional style, he's actually starting to add some cleaner techniques in there. Like it's looking a little smoother. It's not looking as herky-jerky as it did before, but it's still very unconventional. He looks to be crazy strong just by the reactions of the people that he's fighting, like how they react when he grabs a hold of them.
The tension between Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett has reached a boiling point. Their rivalry, which began years ago when Topuria was still relatively unknown and Pimblett was considered one of the sport's rising stars, has only intensified. Many fans still vividly remember their heated exchange during a press conference and that explosive hotel confrontation, moments that captured the attention of even those who typically wouldn't follow fighters from different weight classes. The contrast in their career trajectories since then is striking. Topuria's rise has been meteoric. He's now the featherweight champion after spectacular victories over both Alex Volkanovski and Max Holloway. His star power has grown so much that there's serious discussion about him moving up to lightweight for a chance at a second belt. Meanwhile, Pimblett, despite maintaining an undefeated record, has experienced a slower progression and hasn't even broken into the lightweight top 10.
Hype was like momentary. In the moment he has a lot of hype, this and that, but the quality of the fighter he is, man, come on, please. Don't even compare me to that boom, because we are on different levels and everyone can see that.
He was on stardom trajectory as well.
He was very disrespectful to me, to my country, to all my people, and he just behaved like a idiot, you know. He started to talk about the war we had against Russia, and that he said something. Now I understand why the Russians put the bombs in Georgia, and many kids died in that war, many people died in that war. When you start to joke about that kind of things, just make sure that we don't find each other anywhere, because I'm gonna take your head off. He wants to build his hype laughing on people, and that's not the way I'm looking to build a hype. Bro, I'm never looking for a problem, but if the problem comes to me, I say no problem.
In a revealing interview, one of Jon Jones's sparring partners shared a heart-stopping moment from their training sessions. This Russian heavyweight boxer, who regularly helps Jones sharpen his boxing skills, recounted a particularly intense incident. During their last sparring session, they experienced a severe accidental clash of heads that left the heavyweight champion with a significant cut, blood flowing freely from his forehead. The sparring partner, Leon Grev, found himself in an incredibly tense situation. As blood poured from Jones's cut, Grev felt a wave of anxiety wash over him. He genuinely feared for his safety as Jones's teammates rushed into the ring, creating a moment of intense uncertainty.
В Америке, особенно ММАшники, не любят спарринговаться с масками. Ну, я, конечно, свою одел. Мы стоим, ду-ду-ду-ду-ду. И у него стиль такой очень неудобный. То есть он делает, что хочет, и как у него получается. Вот, и раз дух, и мы стукнулись головами. Я думал, не сильно, вот, у него кожа очень темная, и, то есть пот туда-сюда. Он присмотрелся, вижу у него кровь. Он говорит, у меня рассечение. Я вижу, вот все в клетку залезают. Я думаю, блин, мне сейчас будут бить. Я перчатки снимаю, отхожу в сторону. Ну, они все нормально становятся. Да, бывает. Вот, мы так...
The story of Kamaru Usman reflects the unforgiving nature of UFC competition. After losing 3 consecutive fights, including 2 championship defeats to Leon Edwards and a decision loss to Khamzat Chimaev, Usman finds himself in an unfamiliar position. The former welterweight champion, once considered among the most dominant fighters in UFC history, now faces a new challenge, being viewed as a potential stepping stone for rising contenders. This situation perfectly illustrates the UFC's approach to matching former champions. The organization typically pairs these established names with promising contenders who not only show elite potential, but also carry the charisma and skill set to potentially become popular champions themselves. It's a brutal reality. There are no easy matchups for former champions or declining stars in this sport. Despite these challenges, Usman maintains his competitive spirit. He's been actively seeking his next fight opportunity, and according to recent statements, fight news might be coming soon. During a podcast appearance with Henry Cejudo, Usman addressed the situation of being called out by various welterweight contenders.
You know, I appreciate that. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like people want me to be upset that all these clowns, or not, I don't even want to say that, all these guys are calling me out. No, I feel I'm grateful that these guys all are calling me out because they see that I am the big dog in the weight division. I'm the whale. I'm the big guy in the division. I'm the big name that they all want because they think that's potentially where it's gonna get them to that title shot. So I appreciate that. But I'm the big dog that you don't want. Cause when you step in there and then you get, you know, we start rumbling and you realize, oh, I didn't want this. It's too late by then. So it is what it is. It doesn't matter who it is. Like I said, when I'm good and ready, you will be the first to know. And I'll call their name or their number. Yeah.
This narrative has given us a glimpse into the constantly evolving world of UFC, where fortunes can change dramatically, rivalries can ignite from unexpected sparks, and even the most dominant champions must face new challenges. Each story carries its own emotional weight, from the rising confidence surrounding Du Plessis to the intense personal rivalry between Topuria and Pimblett, the tense moments in a champion's training camp, and the humbling journey of a former champion adapting to new circumstances. These stories remind us why mixed martial arts continues to captivate audiences worldwide, combining athletic excellence with deeply human drama.